Welcome to our program, Parenting. This is our program for implementing positive communication between parents and teenagers.
Step 1, identifying parenting types.
The authoritative parent encourages healthy amounts of communication to establish effective discipline.
Authoritarian parents use high levels of discipline with low levels of warmth and communication, while permissive parents overindulge their children and use low levels of discipline.
Critical versus understanding. A guide on how to listen.
Critical listening involves being avoidant, argumentative, judgmental, and can include making disapproving or adverse commentary.
Understanding involves being attentive, openly communicative, and being compassionate, sympathetic, and sensitive.
But why is it important?
Critical listening involves a level of detachment from your child and can create tension in the relationship and the dynamics of the family, which can obviously create unnecessary conflict.
Critical communication does not consider the perspective of the other person. Think of a time in your life when you felt a person wasn't listening to you, or you felt aggression from them when they spoke to you. What do you think? That's correct! Glad no one eats in this house.
Well, if you're hungry, get something out of the cupboard.
I'm glad you guys have time to work on your project, but no one asked me how my day is.
Listen, if you want to talk about your day, you're just going to have to wait till later.
Why can't I talk about my day now?
Because we are busy.
You're both here.
But we're busy.
But you're never both here. When do I ever have the time to talk to you?
Mildred, we have to finish our project today.
Mom, where are your priorities?
Listen, we can't have this conversation right now. We have to finish this project.
It's fine, I'll just go eat the granola bar in my room.
Man, I just don't know what's been getting into her lately. She has to realize that we're in the middle of a project and can't just stop.
I just don't know with her anymore.
Like, what are we gonna do with her?
I don't know.
I too am visibly upset.
I don't know if we can do it anymore.
It's okay, it's alright. What's wrong, honey?
I just had a really bad day at school.
What was bad about it?
Well, Cody was really mean.
Who's Cody?
He's that guy, you know? He always talks to me, but he's never nice.
Tell Mama more.
He doesn't even say hello.
I'm sorry, honey. Is there anything we can do to help?
Just listening helps. Thanks
We're
for
always
talking.
here to listen.
I'm glad our communication skills have gotten so much better.
Me too.
I love you.
I love you guys. Mom, can I talk to you about something?
Sure.
So I'm just really frustrated because you keep asking me to clean my room when I have all this stuff.
Well,
from school
maybe if you
due,
just
and-
kept your room clean, you wouldn't have all these
But,
problems.
Mom, I don't have
I mean,
time.
you go in there and you just throw your laundry all over the place and you have books everywhere. And what am I supposed to do about it? You're the one that needs to keep this all together.
That was not constructive.
Let's see what happens when we use reflective listening techniques.
Mom, can we have a reflective listening conversation?
Sure, honey.
Okay, so I'm just really frustrated because I have a lot going on with school right now, and you always are asking me to clean my room.
So, if I got this right, you're having a hard time keeping your room clean and doing all your schoolwork?
Yeah, and it's just, I know that I should keep my room clean like you ask, but also I have all this school stuff to do, so is there some way we can find a balance?
Sure, honey.
Awesome job! That was a great representation of reflective listening.
Terrific!
Now that we've listened to each other, on to praise and reward versus negative feedback and punishment.
There are several different ways to encourage your child's favorable behavior.
Such as positive reinforcement, which is to add something your child likes to increase a favorable behavior, and negative reinforcement, which is to remove something that your child does not like to increase favorable behavior.
Positive punishment is to add something your child doesn't like to decrease negative behavior. And negative punishment is to remove something they do like to decrease negative behavior. Okay, read.
Hey, sweetie. I just wanted to say thank you so much for doing the dishes last night and nobody asked. I went and got you a coffee.
Aw, Mom, thanks.
I see you stayed up past your bedtime last night, so I'm taking your coffee.
Hi, honey. I noticed that you got good grades, so you know what? Now you don't have to do the dishes tonight.
I see you stayed up all night last night on the phone, so now you have to do the dishes tonight.
This next section is about parental involvement and child autonomy. Parental involvement is important because every child needs their parents' support, guidance, and nurturing instruction to help in their development. But child autonomy is important as well, as teens are learning more about themselves and they need their own space to grow. We will teach you how to maintain the balance to help your teen develop independence and responsibility. So, I met a boy.
What?
We're going on a date this Friday.
We'll make sure he reserves a seat for 4 at the dinner table.
What is his name?
Tom.
Tom. What? How old is he?
He's my age. He's from my class.
Well, we're all going out together. Obviously, your mother and I have to come with you.
To our date?
Yes!
Are you insane?
No!
You are our daughter.
You're not coming.
We have to come.
You can't come.
We're coming!
It's embarrassing.
End of story!
No!
We're coming!
No! Notice how in the first scene there was an inappropriate balance between parental involvement and child autonomy.
This type of behavior causes tension between parent and child and doesn't allow for child's sense of independence.
So, I met a boy.
What?
Yeah, we're going on a date this Friday.
Where are you going?
To a restaurant.
What time?
I think he's gonna pick me up at 8.
And what is this boy's name and how old is he?
His name's Tom and he's my age. He's from my class.
Okay, well, as long as you tell us when you're going and call us when you get there.
And first of all, we have to meet him.
Of course, but you two will have time alone to hang out.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Make sure you check in every hour.
All right.
Well, in this scene, the balance was more appropriate as the parents were still involved.
While allowing the child to explore parts of her independence while feeling reassured but not smothered. Guys, I'm so glad we joined Parent Teen Program. I feel like our family is so much more functional now.
Me too.
honey.